Hi, folks. So it's 3:30 in the morning Pacific Daylight Time, and we're trying to catch a comet right here. So let's see how we're going to do here. Right now, I've got a few things going on the screen. You might want to take a look at your upper left. Let's see how we do this. We've got Sequence Generator Pro that's running. That's the screen up at the top. It's running our live captures through the RASA 8. Right now, it's kind of mischievous. It's not quite working the way it should be, but we're working on it. And the one over in the middle is our sharp cap, and it's showing a live feed in color, and that's going to show us the comet coming up. And we still get about 10 more minutes before before the tail shows up. And then the bottom left of the screen, you've got the two telescopes that are set up. So I do have a number of things to show you guys, and that'll go on as we go on. Well, that makes sense. And so do want to welcome you to California, Sierra Nevadas, 7,700 feet up. I've been smelling smoke all night, so I'm hoping that's not going to get in the way. And we're going to let it play and let it go for a while and see what we've got. So the idea is catch the comet. It's been spectacular the last few mornings. Get a view, and maybe we can watch it rise over the mountains. The volcanoes over in the far distance. And hey, let's see what we can find. So I'm going to be jumping back and forth. I'm going to put on the live screen right now and try and figure out what Sharp Cap is doing. So Sequence Generator Pro. So here is Sharp Cap, and we got a couple trees in the way. Does look a little smoky today, but we'll see. All right, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just trying to take care of things here. Okay, we're running 8-second exposures on Sharp Cap, so I'm going to bring it down to 4. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I'm going to start capturing it so we get this on our computer and maybe process it later. Tree looks a little blue, but it's actually green. That's the stacking going on, and it's stretching too. Okay, let's go ahead and play with that a little bit. All right, nothing yet. Okay, keep watching that. Again, we're about maybe 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away. What is going on with my Sequence Generator Pro? I think the camera went out. No, doesn't make sense. All right. So if you're joining us, let's keep watching. What is going on with Sequence Generator Pro? What could go wrong, huh? Everything looks fine. Just got some weird stuff going on. All right, so we're still looking. It figures it looks like a tree's in the way. We're still looking where that tree is for a tail. So keep a lookout for that. And I think what I'm going to do is restart this thing. The power's right. 2 seconds. Weird. Okay, back to me again. You can take a look at the top part of the screen. I'm not sure what's happening with the ZWO ASI 294 MC Pro. It's been fine. I did wake up this morning a little bit earlier, and I noticed that the cooler was at running 100%. I'm hoping that didn't affect the camera somehow. But either way, we do have another telescope going on another screen, but that means I might have to restart and 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 redo the whole streaming process and switch to the computer. Hopefully, we can get something organized out of that. But again, back to this. We're going back to SharpCap. It's running a Sam Yang 135 millimeter with a ZWO ASI 071 MC Pro. That's the camera that usually gives me the frosting problems. But right now it's doing really good here. And again, we're just waiting for the glory. Hopefully it's going to kick in. And I'm starting to see something in Sequence Generator Pro. I'm not sure what that is. Still looking there. This is automatically zooming. If we zoom to 50%, you're going to find out that we're quite a bit higher here. Stars are okay. Again, it's just a regular DSLR camera lens. We go to 100%. Yeah, stars are a little wonky. But we're trying to look beyond that tree. We're looking for a tail that's going to stick up. It came up quite early yesterday. 3:37 right now. That horizon is about 5 degrees. All right, so if you are joining us at this moment, we're looking at the live view through SharpCap and a 135 millimeter camera, which is neat. And we're trying to find out if we can see a tail pop up. The exposures on this at this moment are 4 seconds. I do have some things to show you folks, but I don't want to miss the fact that the comet just kind of magically appeared yesterday, which was just really spectacular. I do want to welcome you from California. Again, I do have a backup telescope that may take me a little effort to live stream onto another computer. Still cooking away. Got some nice stars out. We're in the constellation of Auriga, for those people who don't know. Yesterday morning, it looked like the nucleus was as bright as Beta Aurigii or Minkelanan. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. And it was easily naked eye visible. And in a pair of 12 by 36 Canon binoculars, my gosh, it was gorgeous. So I do want to tell you, it just stood up. We're looking for a tail that might come up over those volcanoes over there. Those are monocone volcanoes over in Lee Vining, California. Every 4 seconds, we are capturing a new frame. And at the same time, I'm trying to kickstart. Something's gone wrong with our camera here on the other scope. But I do have backups, so do want to get that if this isn't going to work. I'm going to try something else. All right. Still playing around, still trying to find out if that comet's going to chew itself. Ah, that thing's starting to work. Still kind of funny. All right. So let's take a look and see where we're at. No comet tail yet. It's early morning. I'm going to try and restretch this, see if that's going to help us at all. So welcome, folks. Again, we are trying to see if we can see a comet that we've seen the last few mornings. Comet 2020 was found in 2020. F3, that means it was found in the second part of March in the third object. The way comet labeling systems go, they go and put a C in front if it's not a periodic comet, and this one by no means is a periodic comet. Some estimate says it's not going to come back for 2 million years. That's the JPL site, and we'll look at that in a moment too. Oh, maybe we're seeing a little glowing in the bottom to the right of the tree here. But back to the labeling system. That could be the tail. I do think I see it. I think I'm seeing something straight to the right. And we'll just hang on as this thing gets higher. Anyway, the way the numbering system goes, they assign 2 letters per month. January will have A and B. February will have C and D. And then E and F goes to March. And F3, the second half of March, third object, and I do. You might not see it on the screen yet. We'll see. I'm seeing something. That's a little bit of glow. Right, you can see my arrow right here. I can't see any of the chats for whatever reason. That's not coming through. So I apologize for that. But that is a comet tail coming up. And as we sit back and watch the show, I'm getting a little excited. Those are volcanoes in the back, and my understanding is they are not active anymore, but they erupted about 700 years ago. But right here on up is the comet tail. Now, it may not look like much now, but come on, it's only 3:44. We got some time, and this thing's going to rise. It's about time us Northern Hemisphere people have got something good. Not to say that we have anything good, but we haven't anything bright. And this isn't super bright, but boy, oh boy, what I've been seeing from it is exciting. I don't think we've had a really decently bright comet since Hale-Bopp and Hyakutake, which both were in the late 90s. I remember Holmes did have an outburst, and that was pretty neat. I don't know if you can see it. Do you see a faint glow here above the volcanoes? I do. That's neat. Again, I did wake up and it was a little smoky this morning. So we usually have great weather, but there is a little bit of smoke out there. And I don't know where that's from. It's the first. For the people in the Northern Hemisphere, this comet already is in the evening sky, although quite low, and it's in heavy twilight. And interestingly enough, because it is in the constellation of Auriga, its tail is pointed northward on the horizon, so it's almost horizontal. And I'm waiting for this to get out of the moonlight. We do have strong moonlight. That's why you can see on your screen the mountaintops, and they're very colorful. Okay, I do see a comet tail, and we're at 3:45 Pacific Daylight Time. Do want to welcome all you folks. Again, I will be showing you pictures of yesterday if this doesn't show well. In fact, I'll do it a little bit later. Um, an animation of all the yesterday morning's images using this telephoto lens. Unable to see chat. Now, I don't know why I can't do that. So if you'd like to say something, do so, but it tells me that I cannot see the chats. Hopefully by now you can see the tail. Quite large. And it's not real bright yet, but again, it looks a little smoky, and we're only talking about 4 or 5 degrees off the horizon right now. Yeah. Oh boy. Looks like we have a decent month worth of viewing. Okay, we're looking northward about an azimuth of about 40 to 50 degrees azimuth. And if you guys know your compass, 0 degrees is north, 90 degrees is east, 180 of course south, but we are at 40 to 50, so we're about northeast, or actually northeast exactly. All right, Comet's popping its head up. We are recording these every 4 seconds, and if I'm boring you, apologize. Starting to get good. Let's see if I can pop my face in here a little bit. Oh, that won't do it. Let's get rid of that. We'll stay to that. I don't want to ruin anything. Okay, I'm looking at Sequence Generator Pro, which is coming up. And hi, folks, Dan Bartlett here. And you can see the top screen, Sequence Generator Pro. I know, it's about ready to happen. The tail is pumping up, so I don't want to stay too long. The telescopes are running. They're pointing in the right direction. Go back to Sharp Cap so we don't lose anything. And that tail is getting brighter and brighter. Woohoo! Higher and higher. I don't know the estimates. This is not the full screen. Nice airplane off to the left. I'll go 50%. Let's take a peek down there, what I'm looking at. You can see that very ghosty image. So we will be able to look at, that's 50% of the native resolution. We can actually get even more. Okay. You can see that right there. I've noticed the comet color is kind of a reddish orange or brown. And a lot of people are going to say, well, that's because it's low. And I'm going to say, yeah, possibly, but this color of yellowish brown or reddish brown You know what? I'm not seeing a whole bunch of atmospheric aerosols. Well, today I am because there's a little bit of smoke in the air. But do you guys see that tail going up? So I'm thinking that this comet doesn't have the typical greens and blues that you would see with the different carbon molecules, diatomic carbon and cyanide. It's mostly dust, but then again, we're dealing with strong moonlight. Yep. And we are also dealing with, the fact that we can't take long period exposures, but I still think it's got more dust than normal than I've seen. I don't see an ion tail, which is generally a blue line. It does curve and point away from the sun as it is. I might have to go out and play with the camera real quick too. Okay, we will be looking at Sequence Generator Pro in a wee bit, so that'll be neat. I'm looking at the RASA 8 and the RASA 11, and the RASA 11 is well. You guys, I'm going to run outside real quick, and I'm going to bump the telescope because I don't want to lose. I want to make sure the comet does come in. So give me a sec. Okay, back. Yeah, it is really smoky out today. But there's the comet. I did bump it quite a bit. Let's see if we can refresh the stretch. And it does look like a geyser over there. Kind of neat. We're waiting for it to come up. I'm going to go over to Sequence Generator Pro right now. There it is. You can see it. It looks really smoky. And it is. Why today? The last 2 mornings have been spectacular. Um, hmm. And it's smoky. Let's go back to sharp cap. It seems to be getting this. If you don't realize what's going on is this is the ground, and I've oriented the camera so I can get most of the comet in the picture. You can see it's moving. And welcome to California time. If you're on the other end of the world, I'm sure you're enjoying your day. Hope so anyway. Let's go back to sharp cap because it's given us our gorgeous picture of that comet. All right. And remember, we're only about 5 degrees up, so we're looking through a whole bunch of atmosphere. I can smell the smoke, so that's doing that. That may be giving us that weird blue color. Um, who knows what that is, but that comet's about ready to come up. This is exciting. And I am going to bump it one more time, so bear with. Again, I do not have any ability here. I don't know what's going on, why I can't live chat with you guys, find out who's out there. Uh, I do welcome you. This is California. We are at 7,700 feet up. The skies up here are usually amazing. We do have lakes all around. One's June Lake. We have a few other lakes around. And the lakes seem to provide a really nice stable effect. And look at that geyser coming up. This is spectacular. Spectacular. And I'm going to get in a little closer. So this, here's the 50% view. The camera is a cold camera, and we're running it at -5 degrees. Wow, that looks like the volcano is indeed erupting. We're going to be on the air till about 4:40, 4:30. So for those people just stopping in to see the comet, I do think that is spectacular. Oh, it looks like a volcano is erupting. Oh, I think we're seeing the nucleus right close. Oh my gosh. This is neat. All right. I got to show you this, folks. So right now, there it is. That's a gorgeous looking beast. And I swear that, we're at 50%. Take a look at Sequence Generator Pro. Okay, I'm not really right in it. It's upside down. That's 30% of the view. If I go 50%, oh, that's on the edge of the screen. The scope isn't centered. But look at that. Look at the nucleus. I'm going to see what I can do about, again, getting this closer to the middle. So you guys, I'm going to go back to Sharp Gap. That's, again, this is a one-shot color camera, and it is giving us a black and white view. It looks like it's a bifurcated type of tail. It looks like we got two jets coming off with a hollow in the middle. Big words. Let's go back to Sharp Cap because color is amazing. And it is right in the middle, so that's good. So here we go. Now you're looking at a comet live. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm running another telescope, but it is on a different computer and screen. If anybody knows anything about YouTube and live, you're going to have to kill the live stream on this one and go to the other, and I'm not going to do that. But I will be processing those images and showing. There it is. Oh, dang. Remember, you're seeing a comet in a heavily waning gibbous moon. That means it's 3-ish days past full moon. And it's only about 5 degrees, 4 degrees off the horizon, because we're up on a rock, and we're seeing it through all that atmosphere. That is amazing. While I'm at it, I'm going to get a little closer. Let's see how that looks. 50%. All right. 75%. It doesn't look that focused, folks. And it is. It's the smoke I woke up to. So, ew. Not a happy boy. Back to auto. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's going to run up that hillside right there. That's down mountain. And as it gets higher, we're still in darkness. Capturing 4-second frames. Trying to get what we can. I'm going to see what I can do without Secrets Generator Pro. How am I going to get that in there? I'm on the edge of the screen there. If I bump it. All right, you guys, keep enjoying this, I hope. If you're tuning in or tuning out, I want to thank you. This is something that I saw last Yeah, last few mornings I couldn't believe how gorgeous this was. It reminded me of a 4th of July Independence Day celebration with one of those Roman candles. Not even a Roman candle, one of those sprinklers that shoot the. I'm wasting your time shooting up, but this thing is quite bright. This is spectacular. All right, I'm playing with stuff right now. I'm trying to kick over the mount just to get it over a little bit. We're still watching this thing go. Okay, now. All right, I'm going to move us over. We're watching Comet 2020 F3 NEOWISE, near Earth object, wide field, something, something, something. And I wish I knew a little bit better. A little word for you about the comet. It's taking 8.19 minutes for that image to get to us. Outstanding. It's the same, almost same distance we are to the sun as this is, but it's going over the sun, leaning towards us. Huh. It's gone, it has its closest approach to the sun, or perihelion, was on July 3rd. This is July 8th. And it was inside the orbit of Mercury. Mercury's average distance is about 0.4 astronomical units, or about 44 million kilometers. So I'm going to try and get that on over. So this comet is swinging past us. We did catch it in the SOHO coronagraph, or chronosphere, the camera. I don't know which one it was. And SOHO stands for solar helium. Oh, golly. Is it 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try a little trick. I need to bump this thing a little bit closer. Eeny, meeny, miny, more. North. Let's see if that did anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did it go the right way or not? I'm trying to bump it back into the field. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. South once, twice. See if that did it. Just trying to kick the mount to bring us into. Come on, be good. Oh, that went the wrong way. 1, 2, 3. So we are looking at a comet. It does look a little upside down, and that's just because the orientation of the camera. I wanted to make sure I could get all of the comet, as much of it as I could, from corner to corner into it. All right, we're running 4-second exposures here. Come on, be good. And if you don't know what I'm doing, I've got the telescope keypad, a virtual one right here, so I don't have to go out to the telescope and manipulate it. All right, what I'm doing is I hit it a few times, and since it takes 4 seconds to download, and then we're getting here. We're almost there. All right, it does take a while to load up the 4-second image, download it, and then I have to wait and see how it is. Come on, Comet. We're getting there. We'll get you there. Okay. Now, how do I go east or west? I was wrong about that, so we'll probably be wrong about here. I went east. I probably should have gone west. Come on, be good, be good, be good. Come on. Okay, now that was better. That was better. We're looking good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Look at that comet. So this is through the Rasa 8. Rasa is a Roe Ackerman Schmidt astrograph made by Celestron. Okay, look at this. Here's a full frame that we've got on that. Oh, that is spectacular. Again, the orientation is different. With the Rasa, it is a mirror image, plus I turned the camera the way it is. So we are looking at this. Um, I want to zoom in a little bit. Let's get closer. Take a look at that nucleus. Again, we're looking through some heavy smoke, but not bad for about 6 degrees off the ground. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. And again, stars are not focused, or they're as focused as best I can get them at this moment. Yesterday morning's a little bit different. Okay, so I am going to show you folks yesterday's sequence of events of how this comet moved up across the horizon as it's doing right now. Sharp cap, there we are. So bear with me. So I'm on the desktop, and here we go. Let's go full screen. We'll get back to the live view in a moment. So stars at the top. And for whatever reason, I'm not getting a through. And it may be because I'm just jumping up too much stuff. So this was all yesterday morning for about almost an hour for comment. Yeah, so I am going to wait. I don't want to lose that. There we go. Back to sharp cap. All right, here's our live view right now. Sharp cap is kind of like fire, the parameters to make it so I can capture any amount of time. Right now we're doing 4-second intervals. It is automatically stretching this. I'm not sure why I'm not getting a smooth feed. And if I'm losing you, I apologize. All right, I think it's a fire. I'm gonna close down that. Yeah, I think it certainly was playing the video for you. All right, this is a live view at 4:09 a.m. California time. Let's move on over and look at that Sequence Generator Pro. So I am capturing the images right now. These are 4-second images, and I will put them together and post them. If they're worthy, I'll put them on AstroBin. If they're not worthy, I've got a new channel, not a channel, website called thelonelyastronomer.com. It's one word, thelonelyastronomer.com, and I'll post them there as well as the animations. Why that website? Why the name? As many of you guys know, I am a teacher, a high school astrophysics teacher, and I gave a whole bunch of different names, and it seemed like I got the most effect and more ahs when I said the lonely astronomer. It says I'm having a tough time for you guys seeing this. I apologize. Hey, we live up in the country, and the internet's not as good as we'd like. We're watching this. This is live, live, live. Live. Oh my gosh. And remember, it's facing this way because of the telescope. You guys know I'm rambling on. I am rambling on. Why am I rambling on? Because I have nobody to talk to. My live chat's not showing. This is the full screen. Woo! I'm going to go and check to see what's happening here. Everything looks... Oh. Oh. I'm not receiving enough video. Oh, I got some people. I got Sun Kiss and Freckles. Yay. I got Florendo, Juan. Hey. Ella. I need my glasses. How about wear them? I got Florendo, Juan. I got Sun Kiss and Freckles says amazing already. Ellen Pappenberg. Hey, Dot. I can't understand that, but nice tail. Good. Thank you, guys. I didn't know this was here. All right. So you're seeing it live. And again, our bandwidth isn't too good. I'm going to kill this. That thing has come up. If you guys remember, it came out from the volcano over here earlier. So we were talking earlier about the comet and its orbit. It's kind of out from the south. It was in the southern hemisphere, and we just so happened to have it in the same field of view as the solar heliocentric orbiter, and it is chromosphere chromograph. It's chromosphere camera, the wide field one, and we could see it. And as we did that, that was pretty neat. And it's come up and over. It's only going to be in the morning for a few more days, and then it's going to be an evening object. So if you folks want to see this in the evening, in a few days, it will be. This tail goes all the way up, if you can see it, all the way up to the top. If I go and zoom in a little bit closer, you could, oh, geez, the blurriness. Yeah. Still pretty neat to see this. I think it's better at a lower resolution. Trees look pretty good. We woke up to some smoke this morning. Okay, back to Sequence Generator Pro. And that's just gorgeous. So we'll be streaming for another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to call it quits. 3 mornings in a row, pretty tough. And the smoke might just take us out on this. Let's get a little closer. This is the wide field view. I blow this up a little bit more. Yeah, the focus is not that great. Okay. I'll try something here. That might have helped. What I'm trying to do is play with the focuser a little bit. So 8 minutes away, that's how long it takes for this image to get to us. That's pretty neat. 8 minutes. I can show you the orbit, but I don't dare because our streaming is a little rough. Our stars are getting better. Let's get in closer. Can we do that? Yes, we could do that. Oh, is that gorgeous? Look at that tail. Now, this one doesn't show it debayered, which is turned from its digitized version of black and white to color, but this is indeed color. Star trails, or a little bit of trailing going on. That's 100%. That's native resolution. And I think this camera was working all the time. The issue was it is smoky out there. That is one gorgeous frame. You can see the feathery coming all the way off here. Love it. Back to the color view. And again, those trees are awfully blue. You're seeing the brightest comet I have seen in years. I can remember Hakutaki. It did look like this in bright twilight, but it was nearly a straight comet, as I recall. The tail went straight up. Of course, Hale-Bopp had both the plasma tail as well as the dust tail that curved. This one does curve too. I'm going to see if I can give you guys a view of the telescopes in a moment here. Just want to make sure they're working. Streaming may be an issue. I do live out in the wilderness, so maybe I wasn't such a smart thing after all. But if we go to the cameras, here are the cameras pointed over in the way. We've got, yeah, something's a little amiss here. We got them pointed that way, but okay, thank you for joining. If you joined us, hope you got a better view than I do. You got to remember that this right now, the comet, when it's in fairly bright twilight now, but the comet will not be in any higher than about 10 degrees when I quit. So let's try and do something around sharp cap. This should be fun. I'm going to change the exposure rate from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Here we go. Ooh, there's that reddish look. That's kind of nice. It did take away some of the tail, but it gives a more pleasing look. All right, let's go back one more time. I do want to go over to Sequence Generator Pro and me. There it is live again. That is the full field. What kind of camera do we have? We have a CWO ASI 183 MC Pro. I do like this one because of the pixel size. Its orientation is that way. We are taking 2-second exposures here. The rasa just eats it up. Remember, if you've got a bright star, the bright star will be overexposed if the wells in the camera are filled with photons, or it can't hold any more charges. So this one doesn't have deep wells, but it does do a very good job on its efficiency. Let's get closer. Here's if it will behave. Oh, that is spectacular. Yeah, that's 50%. I'll take to this and I'll put them together and put the images and I'll do some processing. And we do have some strands. This is just, look at this. Look at the different elements that we can barely see. So again, there's the bifurcated area. It's kind of split into two. And if you remember I'll do it. I'll do it. If you remember the view from the SOHO satellite, the solar observatory, or the solar heliocentric orbiter, it did show that same split in the tail. So I'm going to show this to you right now. What? Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. Let's get it blown up. So here it is. I captured it. This is from NASA. You're going to see the comet, the bottom right-hand area. Come on, behave. Well, maybe I'm not. Maybe it doesn't want to pay attention to me. Well, okay. While that's trying to do its thing, let's take a look at the JPL site. Here is Earth. Notice Venus and Mercury just passed inferior conjunction. They're faster than us. Mars, we're getting closer to it, so we're getting closer in opposition. And this is the orbit of NEOWISE. Now we're going to look at the live view in a moment. Look at this. Notice it came from the south, up and over. That's pretty cool. Let's get closer. It's on the other side of the sun. See that? And it's almost the same distance we are from the sun as we are from the comet. It's coming up and over. And we can run this thing forward, I believe. It says stop. It says play. And we can watch it move hourly. Notice we are catching up to Mars, and Venus and Mercury is speeding by. And we got a good view of this for a while. Hey, that's cool. All right, back to the real world. Again, beautiful view. Over the hills, into the skies. Slowly but surely moving. We've changed our exposure rate from 4 seconds to 2. That's because twilight is indeed kicking in. Oh yeah, look at that, a Roman candle. And while we're still at it, let's take a quick peek. Here is that royally, it's a little pixelated. I'm not sure what's going on there. So here's that. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Look at that tail. And we know what this thing is. You know, I still think there's going to be a lot of sodium and maybe even some strontium because it's a redder or orange or yellow comet. Spectacular. I want to thank you all for joining in. It's been my pleasure to just be here with you guys and share this moment. It's out there right now. Wow, I've lost it here. Yeah. All right. There it is. Full view, full screen. If you wonder what I'm doing over here, is I am looking at I'm looking over at the other telescope that's cranking away, and it's just not quite on focus. Gorgeous view. A little smoky. This is 50%. I can still detect a little bit of faintness in the tail. It's not linear at all. It definitely curves, we can see that, but it also looks like there's some trailing that goes off to the right of our screen. So it looks a little bit sharper on that northern edge. It'll be fun to put these together, process these. For those people who are still with us, I think we got about 2 to 3 more nights of, but it is moving, I should say mornings. It is moving to the night sky, and we'll have some good views of it without the moonlight. This is full-on moonlight, heavy twilight. Just gorgeous. Yep, that's what I call a comet. I'll be flipping back and forth for you so you can see both. Full frame, that's through the Celesta Rasa 8. Fantastic. 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 Again, I'll change the orientation, move it back. A little closer. Let's change with the auto stretch a little bit, see what happens. Oh, that's neat too. That is neat. Closer. A new frame came in. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So the ROS 11 isn't working as well. It's working, but I didn't frame it well. It's pretty neat, but it's just not framed. Okay, back to the color view. We're going to be saying goodbye in about a minute. Again, coming to you live from a small spot, Central California, up in the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains, called June Lake, California. We're at about 2,400 meters or 7,700 feet, a little over. We're up on a giant rock carved by glaciers, bunch of little lakes left around here, and those lakes were carved out or caverned out by glaciers. Airplane going across right now. It's kind of neat. And yeah, we got some great skies, but the smoke does come when we get the fires. It looks like we got the fires. Oh, that's a good view, folks. Well, hope you guys are out there and you're safe and you're able to enjoy yourself. It's neat when we get a visitor like this. Alex Bronze, hi. Norm, hey, great stuff, Dan. Like you said, what could possibly go wrong? Norm, thanks. I hope your imaging's doing well. Like to see some more of your stuff. I am following you. Thanks for coming along. Excuse me. All right, you guys. So thank you, folks, for joining me. I don't think I'm gonna get any rest for another 3 or 4 days. It's a pleasure being able to show this stuff to the people that are out there. And it's now a matter of processing the images, putting them all together, seeing what kind of details we can get, especially with some of the stars that are not quite focused. Hard to focus early morning when this thing rises from behind the volcanoes. Anyway, best of luck to all of you folks. Stay in good health. Enjoy yourself. Find ways to entertain yourself. And I'm going to say good night and good morning for wherever you are in the world. Take care, folks.